Welcome to CFC Fan TV. I'm delighted to be joined by the one and only Miss Sophie Rose. We are here to preview the Chelsea versus Newcastle game. And remember, if you haven't clicked the subscribe button, please do it right now. Sophie, it's a must-win game. Our home form's been temperamental lately. Are we going to be back to winning? It has. It's not been ideal. Are we going to be back to winning ways against Newcastle?
I don't know.
That's really spirit, great attitude. Thank you very much.
No, everyone's like, you don't support the team, you don't support the club. I'm being realistic here. I've sat through two very, very dull games recently. That Southampton game, I have to say, was so poor. So poor. And we should have won that game.
I agree.
By at least one goal. I mean, it's just bizarre to me.
And Leicester was even worse.
It was just boring, dull, uninspiring. I don't really know what else you can call it, really. And I can only hope that... I mean, I just see a group of players that don't really... But they're a bit fed up themselves of how we're playing.
Yeah, look, I mean, I think we've seen glimpses lately to suggest that things are different. Obviously, you know, we won our game in the Cup, we beat Forest, and although we lost to Tottenham, which is obviously so painful, it wasn't a bad performance. It just didn't go our way. You know, there were positives to take from it.
Considering our issues, yes.
But Newcastle United at home is a game we must win. Obviously, we beat them earlier this season. It was very early. And we got lucky, really. It didn't quite go our way, but we got the victory. And
that game, I remember coming out of that game thinking it was an awful game, all bar a good 10-minute spell.
Yeah, Alonso did well, didn't he? It was Alonso. Did he win a penalty?
And then fans outside the game were more or less happy with the result, but they weren't exactly happy with the performance. I think Newcastle at home is very different to Newcastle away. I think we've definitely got more of a chance of pinging in a few goals here. But again, it all depends on how we turn up. And I actually think it's crucial that we win this game because we've got Arsenal the week after.
Crucial.
And there's no way we can go into that game, bearing in mind Arsenal have got a brand new manager. They seem to have picked up form since we won against them at home. So I don't expect that to be an easy game.
Yeah, they've had a few shoddy moments as well lately. So I'm hoping that's going to be okay. But do you know who's really troubling me? And this is why I think we have to win. Manchester United are a thorn in my side at the moment. I just feel like they've got a bit of momentum. I know the fixtures have been very kind for them, but if they keep this momentum up, if they keep finding form, if Pogba keeps dictating the play, they will have their eye on fourth spot as well.
Yeah. So
we have to beat Newcastle at home. It's the return of Rafael Benitez.
Rory doesn't like him. Listen, I'm not that much of a hater as much as everybody else is. I remember the Europa League final. I was there, and I think you have to give him credit to some extent.
Yeah, I remember QPR at home when we lost 1-0 under with Shaw Wright Phillips scoring. I remember a lot from that season, Rafa.
All right, for God's sake, yeah. But it was a European trophy, and at the end of the day, I think back when he said all those things, it was a mutual hate between the two.
I think it still is a mutual hate.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I don't think but he had a job to do. He came in and he won us a European trophy. So at the end of the day, that was then. And I think he is a good manager for Newcastle.
He's going to love it though, isn't he? He's going to love it if he can just, put a...
But again, I think I think that's on us. I think all these games now on us and how well we want to play, because the moment we're playing, I know those players can play much better than that. I know they can. It's not rocket science to win against Newcastle. I understand the Premier League's difficult, but I've seen us play better than this before. We just don't have that spark that we had at the start of the season. We don't have this. We don't have the, what's the word? You know, we always talk about it now.
The verve.
The
verve.
What's that mean?
I thought that was the word you were searching for. The
no,
verve.
I've never heard of that before.
Just the panache, the style.
Don't know.
The substance.
Okay, the style. Finally got you there.
The flair.
Yeah, and we also, I don't think we haven't really got any, JT aura.
So the spirit, the tenacity.
Spirit, yes, and I think if we had a bit more of that, it might work out a bit better.
But do you know what? On that note, we should think about the team. Obviously, compared to the team that played against Tottenham, there are a few changes that have to happen. Our team's up now, and you can see David Luiz is back in the starting lineup.
Listen, I'm going to have to be brutally honest. I'm not a fan of David Luiz as a defender. I never will be. I do think there's a place for him inside the team.
Is he better than Christensen at the back?
I love Christensen. I just think that you're never going to get a good performance out of him when he doesn't play.
Please answer the question, politician Cosmas.
Yeah.
Is David Luiz a better defender at the moment than Andreas Christensen?
They're two different types of players.
Yes, is the answer you're looking for. And
two different types of players. And I don't like David Luiz as a defender. I love the player.
You can't...
I don't think he's a good defender.
We've agreed on a team, we've put the team up... And,
no, we haven't agreed on the team.
And now you... Well, the team's up and it's in black and white.
It's up, yeah.
But it's in black and white. They've seen it.
I don't like your
David
attitude.
Luiz is in it.
Your attitude's pretty poor.
How can you possibly think that David Luiz shouldn't start this game? This should be a separate video.
I didn't say we can discuss this all day long, but I think with David Luiz, we'll always be like, best ever, and then we'll be like, what's he doing?
He's been playing very well lately.
He
He's been on very good form lately.
Okay.
David Luiz is in this team. It's a hill I'm prepared to die on, so I'm not changing my mind.
Listen, I'm more worried about the rest of the team, if I'm being honest, and how we perform together.
In terms of our changes from Tottenham, though, David Luiz is in.
Mm-hmm.
Marcos Alonso is still in.
I'm laughing because it's a nervous laugh.
Look,
Sammy's laughing.
I think
Cameron's laughing.
Look, I think Alonso has been very poor lately. The reason he's still in is because I don't think that Palmieri's the answer.
But I just follow your lead on this because I really and truly don't know what the full answer is at the moment with everything. I really don't.
So Ross Barkley is dropped and Mateo Kovacic starts.
Yeah, I think that's a good decision. I love Kovacic. I think he's too much of a good player to put on the bench. I did like the fact before that we could rotate between both, and I think Bartley's a fantastic option.
And one more change is Willian is out of the team, and Olivier Giroud is starting.
Yeah, which is important.
And we'd just like to say that at time of filming, we haven't signed Gonzalo Higuain yet. If he's at the club, if he's at the club by 5:30 on Saturday, in fact, if he's at the club by 5:29 on Saturday, he starts.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, it's important. I think we have to get back to trying to get into a system of having a forward, because Hazard, while like I said in our previous video, I don't mind having a false number 9, but Hazard isn't the one. He's wasted. His job is not.
And also, I feel like
that.
when we play him as a false 9. Like, part of the problem with that is, this is me just reading his body language and trying to get into the mindset of the man. But I actually think that we're not doing ourselves any favours long term, because I don't think he likes playing there. I don't think he wants to be there.
No.
And I think
Only works in very
when he gets put there, I think he might just think, oh, I'm going to Madrid.
Well, who knows, really? I mean, at the moment, nobody seems to be playing to their full potential.
So, quick score prediction?
I don't want to.
I'll do it for you.
Go on.
Chelsea 2, Newcastle United 0.
Really?
Yeah, Rafael Benitez goes home with nothing.
I'll go with 2-1 just to be on the safe side, because it depends on how we turn up.
There we have it. Guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't clicked the subscribe button, please do it right now, and we will see you all on the next video.